I am trying something new, trying Restream and seeing how well my computer and my output's going to be from that. Before we get too far into today and my top 7 tips on growing your own business, I want to call out, as my mentor says, the elephant in the room. And sorry, I wasn't looking at my camera. And that is the fact that I haven't been here. And I just want y'all to know why I haven't been here. I have first, I haven't felt well in a while. And also, I've had some technical difficulties. I'm hoping that I'll find out after this video if those are all ironed out, but those are my reasons. That's what's been going on. And so now I am so ready to jump back in and get this going with y'all and do these lives every day. So today's live is my top 7 tips on growing your own business. Now, I'd like to know. You can put this in the chat, and right now I'm still figuring some things out, so I may not see it till afterwards, but I'll answer your questions. Are you trying to grow your own business? Is that something you want to do? I'm going to tell you. For me, it was the only way. I had the rug jerked out from under me a little over 2 years ago, and I didn't have a safety net. I had to build a safety net. And what I did was a real quick stopgap. But then from there, I had to start to build a business. And you never know. You don't have any, I don't care who you work for, where you work, you have no guarantee that you're going to have a job tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to scare you. It is what it is. When I went to work there, I was told, oh, you'd stick with us for a year and get everything lined out and all. And then I was told 5 years. I want you to give us 5 years. And in a year, I was gone. I'd been with it was a 2-year total, but it's a long story. It was a different swap of companies and all of that. But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. So I would recommend that you at least have something on the side, have a side hustle. So let's talk about my top 7 tips for growing a business. This is what I've done over the last year. And the first thing is to find a good mentor or coach. You need to find someone who has plowed the way before you. I found my mentor right at a year ago, and I haven't looked back. She's great. Now, I've taken things slower than some people have with it, but it's taken me some time to figure out exactly the direction I'm going. But I listened to her, and fantastic mentor. Um, the second thing is to listen to them and implement what they tell you to do. If your mentor is telling you you need to go live every day, you need to go live every day. Though that wasn't ever difficult for me. Going live, I feel like I'm just talking to a friend. But for some people, it is, and there's ways to work into that. But you do what your mentor tells you need to do. And I can tell you this: when I'm doing the things that I've seen her lay out and the things that she talks about doing, yes, my business grows. I see growth in my business. Um, Implement those things. And I listen to my mentor every morning. She does a live, and I listen to her. She said something today, and I'm like, oh, bam, I'm going to do that. And I will be adding that to my daily routine, just the way she put it and what she said, just a little tweak to help me get more done. So find your mentor and then listen, do what they tell you to do, because it's no good if you pay for a program. It's no good if you pay for coaching and you don't do what you're told to do. The next thing is to invest in your money, in your business. This is going to take investing money, and it's going to take investing time. I know people who they've invested money and they're not seeing a return, so they don't want to invest anymore. The reason they're not seeing a return is they're not investing the time. Okay, so when you start to see successes in your business because you're investing, you invest in a mentor. That's your first step. Then you start to invest your time in what they tell you to do. And then you see other programs that are theirs or people that have been through their programs, and you invest in those. That's what I've done. And because of that, I saw a goal met not once, but twice this year. I actually am now a best-selling author. You may have heard this. You may have been on here and heard this, but this year I accomplished a lifelong goal, become a best-selling author, and not once, but twice. That's tremendous for me. And I'm working on another book. It's all because I invested my time and I invested my money back into my business. Okay. The next thing is, as you earn, you need to determine how much you're going to invest back. So now you're making money, and you need to sit down and think about, okay, do I invest half of what I make back into my business? Do I invest 25%, or do I invest it all? If you're at a place where you don't actually, you're okay right now not seeing a return from your business, you might want to invest it all. If you have debt, you might want to work towards that and invest some back into your business. But you need to determine how much, what percentage are you going to invest in your business? And not just with money, but what about time? How much time are you going to invest in your business? At the beginning, you may need to invest more time unless you have a full-time job. You may not have the extra time to invest, but can you give 1 hour a day? That's 5 hours a week. If you can, you're going to make progress. So determine in the beginning how much you're going to invest back into your business as far as money, and how much time you're going to invest in your business. Remember your whys. Remember your whys. I'm going to tell you that my why has kind of, it's been the same, but it's kind of evolved over time. Speaking of time, I need to watch my time. Okay, we're at 6 minutes. Okay, great. So I have my why has changed a little. Part of it is just to be able to give back to my family. It's also been to be able to get to a point that we can give most of our money that we have, most of the money that comes into this household, to those that need it, to ministries and to charities, people that need it. But about a week or so ago, I was reminded of my biggest why for wanting to be home. And that was, I wanted to fulfill my role as a homemaker again. I love cleaning house. Don't like laundry, but I love taking care of my house. I love cooking. And I'd gotten to a point that I wasn't doing that anymore. So that's a big why. I'm just looking, this view is awful today, but you know what? I'm not worried about it. We're going on. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? So one of my whys is to be able to create that home atmosphere that I used to create years ago when I was a stay-at-home mom. I want to do that again. And I've not been doing that. So I'm investing time into that now too. Okay. So next, take time for yourself to prevent burnout. Okay. So when you start, I wrote that down weird, but when you start a business, you need to make sure that you're taking a little time for what people call today self-care. I don't care what you call it, but some time for yourself. Make sure that you're investing time in yourself. I have time every morning where I spend in Bible reading, my devotional. Then I come into my office. I call this my meeting place. I have a chair across from my desk, a big comfy chair, and I curl up in that with my journal and my Bible Promises Bible. That it's a prayer Bible that you can actually pray through. There's different prayers for different scriptures, and I've marked the ones that I really love and really want to see, to pray through. And so that's the rest of my time in the morning. And I drink coffee through this time. I relax. I stay in my PJs. This is my time. And that is the most important time of my day. I also take time at other times. Sometimes it's a long hot bath, just time sitting. And the other thing, when I get through with my time with the Lord, I go sit with Michael for 10 or 15 minutes and we talk about the day. We get our day started. So I have my times set aside for things like this. That's my me time. That keeps me from becoming burnt out as I'm working to build this business. And it'll be really important if you are someone who is trying to build a business while you work for someone else. Make sure you find that little bit of time. Talk to your family about it. I need this time. Let them know. And the last thing is to celebrate all the wins. I don't care how small a win it is. I don't care what it is. If you have a win, you celebrate it. You let someone know, but let someone know who will celebrate with you. Don't, message me. I'd love to hear your wins. I'd love to hear what you've done that's great. Maybe you're in a direct selling business, or MLM, and you've added a customer. That's a win. Maybe you've made $50 more this month than you did last month. That's a win. Or maybe all you've done, now listen, when I say all, I don't mean all like in a small sense, but all you've done is to be consistent in what you need to be doing. That's a win. If you found your mentor and you're following them and you're implementing what they're telling you to do, that's a win. Celebrate those wins. I don't mean go out and eat a big piece of cake, okay? But celebrate. Tell those that love you and are supporting you what you've done. Let them cheer you on. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna recap this and then I have to hop off of here. I have a call coming up in just a couple of minutes. So the top five, my top five, excuse me, let's try this again. My top 7 tips on growing a business. Find a good mentor and coach. Okay. 2, listen to them and implement what they tell you to do. 3, invest in your business with money and time. 4, as you earn money, and as you find more time in your schedule, determine the percentage you're going to invest back in your money and time. Remember your whys. Always remember, why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? Number 6 is take time for yourself to prevent burnout. Always take that, to find that little bit of time somewhere, somehow, even if it's 15 minutes and doing a skincare routine, whatever it is, find your time to prevent burnout. And the last, number 7, is celebrate all the wins. I love it. Listen, if you would like to join me in my Facebook group where you'll get more like this, the link is in the description of this video. I would love to have you join me. Also, if you want to talk more about mentorship, just reach out. I'm here. I'll be glad to talk with you about that. I am a mentor and a life coach myself. I also have a great mentor, so you can reach out to me, but I'd love to have you in my Facebook group. Tomorrow, I'm going to come and I'm going to talk to y'all about what I did to turn myself around. I told y'all I had not been feeling well, and I'm back to myself. I'm feeling really good, and I'm going to come and tell y'all tomorrow what I've done. You have a blessed day. I love you. More importantly, God loves you. Bye-bye.